Hi there, this is a piling guy and this is Baba, a
Yeah.
client. We've just come to Wythenshawe to have a look at a job, and the building inspector's come down and said to him it needs piling. And the reason it needs piling is because of these trees all round the garden.
Yeah, between 6 meters of foundation.
Yeah, and they're within 6 meters of the foundation. Now the issue is with this is it's all clay. Look down here. The ground is all clay. So what the building inspector's worried about here is, because of the trees, they will absorb all the water in the clay, and therefore what would happen is the clay would shrink and therefore the foundations would sink. So he wants to alleviate this by piling. The other issue the building inspector has is, because the trees are actually in next door's garden, as you can see, the client in this house has it can say nothing about those trees. So if they decided that they wanted to cut them down, they can quite rightly cut them down, which will then cause another issue really, because if they cut these trees down, then that water, what these trees have been absorbing, is no longer happening. And what then happens, we get the reverse effect where the clay actually absorbs all the water and swells and would therefore lift the pile out the ground. It would also push the foundations up. One of the things you've got to be very aware of is you can't just throw a pile in the ground, because that won't work. You've got to actually pre-auger down into the ground where the pile's going and sleeve the pile, because if you don't do that, then the clay could actually grip the side of the pile and lift the pile straight out of the ground. So it has to have a slip sleeve on it. A lot of companies don't do that, but we do that on every job. Also, underneath the foundations, and I'll do a video on this as we do it. Also on the foundations, we have to put a clay heave board underneath, so it creates a void. Now this void is about 150 mil thick, and so if that clay actually heaves and swells up, it will crush the clay board, which is a bit like egg boxes really. It'll crush that and it will not lift the foundation up.